Good evening and welcome to Light in the Darkness. That has been our theme these past 11 weeks of gathering together virtually online sometime between 7 p.m. in the evening and 7 p.m. the next evening when the next instalment appears. I chose the theme Light in the Darkness because it seemed to me on those early days when we knew that life had changed and we were frightened and things were very threatening, that we needed to remind ourselves that darkness and gloom could never win. And here tonight we have these words: darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only light can do that. These were written by Martin Luther King, a civil rights activist in the 1960s who died for his beliefs that black men and white men and women are equal. In these dark days of late, these words have come back to revisit us. They've done so in response to the tragic situation in Minneapolis, where George Floyd was murdered by a white policeman. In the aftermath, people protested, and in amongst the protest, there grew animosity and hatred by extremists. The streets of Minneapolis have burned, as have the shopping malls. Churches have been protected by their people breaking curfew in order to make sure that their church stayed safe. And that has been repeated time and time again across the nation. And now the protests are coming to our land. And it is right that we speak out against the wrong. But in anything that we react to, whether it is something like this, or whether it is something that's seemingly much less important in our own personal lives, we must remember that darkness can't drive out darkness. Light is the only thing that can. And in the same way, we will never win by hating, only by loving. Light in the darkness is not just our hope, it's our calling. Good night and God bless.